was around 3 years old when my parents separated. So I grew up having in mind not to experience the same situation as my parents was. Because of that, I ended up in a new relationship that had no direction. I became depressed and I don't know the way out, how to overcome my suffering. I also suffered from insomnia, nightmares, and constant headache. God remembered me. He took me out from the darkness side of my life. I received direction to overcome my problems. Because God remembered me, I am no longer empty, anxious, and I can handle my emotion. I am depressed-free, and also no more headache, no more nightmares and insomnia. Now I am happy, having peace and joy in my heart.
Before coming to the church, my life was quite traumatic. I suffered from abusive relationships. I wasn't doing well in my education, and life was really just spiraling out of control. One of the lowest moments that I faced was when me and my mum were evicted from our home. We had incurred quite a lot of rent arrears. We didn't have money. My mum was on benefits at the time. It was really a struggle in life. Another lowest moment where I had a lot of emotional wounds was when I had an abortion. My boyfriend at the time, he didn't want the child. In fact, he was cheating on me, so he really didn't want anything to do with me at all. And this made me feel really low, really sad, rejected. When I got pregnant, it was almost like my world came crashing down. I thought people would judge me. I even thought maybe accused in my mind. I would even say the devil would really taunt me and say, you're going to take a life. Who do you think you are? It was really quite traumatic. Another lowest point in my life was when I was hearing voices. There was a point where I was in my last year of uni and I didn't leave the house for a week. I was vomiting. I didn't bath, nothing. And even at that point, my mum was trying to find me help, and nothing worked at all. The voice that I was hearing in my head was telling me to kill myself. So my wounds started to heal and turn into scars when I started to apply what I was being taught in the church. One of the things was forgiveness. Another thing that I had to do was really to believe in myself and to believe in God. I really made God number one in my life. And another thing I had to do was to use my faith. Even though I couldn't see physically the change, but I used my faith to determine that inside I would change, that there is a life of joy out there for me. So my life today is totally transformed. I no longer suffer from those wounds. Those wounds have now turned into scars. I no longer live a life of misery. I no longer depend on handouts. I'm now a director in my company. God has blessed me over and over again. In terms of my inner self, I'm no longer wounded. I'm no longer depressed. I no longer hear any voices. God has delivered me completely. I have His Holy Spirit now. God has blessed me with a man of God, and my life is transformed.